Do you think then the stuff that chemist is selling without any doctor's prescription, in India this happens a lot, should you go and buy out just basis on the recommendation of chemist? Here's what happens, okay? I go to a chemist and I say, hey, I have cough and cold, or I have a sore throat. Please help me out something. And he gives you something, you come home and you take it. Is that safe to do that?
Absolutely not. But that said, there are a lot of otherwise OTC drugs which are sold from behind the counter in India on a prescription. Those need not be. A cough syrup is not necessarily this thing out there, right? Especially if it doesn't have any of the, let's say, the sedative properties and all. So you could, get a painkiller. Abroad you can go get ibuprofen and all the other things out there without any problem, right? So here, for almost everything other than a couple of drugs out there, everything you need a prescription. Yeah. That is not necessarily, I would think, right? But that gets misused. Sometimes, chemists are handing out antibiotics, and that's a problem. You take it without knowledge of, whether it's antibiotic and how good or how bad it is. That's a problem. First of all, A, are you getting the right brand? B, are you getting the original drug? Even if you're getting the right brand, are you getting the original drug? C, if you're getting it, then is it the right thing for whatever infection you have? Or do you even have an infection? Yeah. First of all, a lot of times viral fevers don't require any antibiotics, but routinely people take antibiotics. And 4, are you taking for the right amount of time? Because if you're not, then you're creating resistance. And that bacteria which has resistance is now getting passed on to someone else. And then slowly you start getting something which no antibiotic can kill. And that's a huge cause for worry, right? So all these things, the actual drug, the efficacy, then the dosage and the duration, all have to be done by the doctor.
But the large market is there. Like a lot of people just go to chemists and trust them for whatever. It should not be done.
Absolutely not. I mean, at the least, they should basically consult a GP and basically general physician, and then, figure out what, at least if you're taking antibiotic, right? They take it for the right amount of time.
Okay.
So that if there is actual infection, then it is killed beyond doubt. Don't take it for one day and say, okay, my cold is now over, so I stop. So then you're basically letting those last amount of bacteria stay there and then gain resistance and everything else.
So we spoke about chemists. There are doctors who have in-house setups.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about a medical shop right next to them. They have an in-house setup where they give you some 3-4 tablets unbranded in like a plastic bag, small bag. You've seen that?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and then they give you, hey, this is the dosage for 3 days. Just take this, and there's pink color tablet, yellow color tablet, white color tablet. You take it in a hope that I trust the doctor and come home. Is that safe? Should people do that?
I don't think so. I don't think it is safe at all.
But it works. I've done this with one doctor and I've done it for the longest time till the time I was not this aware. I used to do that because I used to trust that doctor. I used to go there. My family used to trust that doctor for years. And we kept doing it, and he would give me for like 3-4 days. I would take it and I'll get okay.
No. The human body, a lot of times, repairs itself.
So right? All they do is placebo.
No, it is possible. It has aided a little bit, right? It is possible. It is a placebo, right? It is possible. It is not needed. You would have anyhow gotten better, right? But that is not what you are really looking to do when you go to a doctor. You want to make sure that, the 1 out of 100 times or a 2 out of 100 times, in which case where precise diagnosis is needed, is actually given to you. Because most of the times it may be nothing, it may heal you, right? But on the one-off chance that it is something more serious, you need an experienced guy to catch it. Most of the times there's no problem. But that doesn't make it right, because you don't know, first of all, A, is it a placebo? B, would you have anyhow gotten better or not? C, if it really worked, this thing, it worked. But you don't want to take that risk. You want to basically go to a doctor and say, okay, listen, because you see, any doctor who's handing pills like that probably is not getting paid enough for consulting. Hence, he is trying to make money through selling the pills.
Okay.
So, and that is a problem in the country. So, if you go to the right doctor, he's probably going to charge you for his time, maybe 500 or 1,000 rupees or whatever it is. But then he will not give you unnecessary testing. He'll not give you unnecessary pills. He'll give you the right thing. That's the hope, right? Your goal should be to go to that guy.
Okay, but the guy who's giving you Just in-house made stuff.
We don't know. So again,
Would you trust it? No.
absolutely not. Knowing what we know, absolutely not. Because there are 10,000 manufacturing facilities in the country. I would say, MedPlus makes our own drugs, right? We get them made through very large contract manufacturers. 90% of our stuff gets made by 4 people. The reason is we don't trust too many people out there. We go out there, check it out. We make sure that every single one of the people who are making the drugs for us are also making it for dozens of other large companies, and then only get it made. You see the processes and everything else and all. So why do we not go to the rest of the people? We don't know about the quality, right? And maybe we don't know about the 100, 200 other good guys, but I am 100% sure all the 10,000 will never end up going. So if your pill is coming from someone like that, then it could be anything, right?
थैंक यू सो मच ये क्लिप एंड तक देखने के लिए. अगर आपको और भी ऐसी क्लिप्स देखनी है तो राज शमानी क्लिप्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए.